So boom. What I did was I chopped up this sample in the beginning. So you have this, right? And like that's pretty cool. And that's like the little first part, but like we're just doing the main beat right here. So what I did is I kind of like chopped it to where like there are certain parts that hit and there are certain parts that don't hit. So and then also what I did was I took out some of the transients so you get like more of like that staccato sound. So this is like what you're working with for the main loop, which is and it like it gives it like more of a bounce rather than like everything just being so open and like so wide, which is like some stuff I tend to do just to like shift things up. And with that, we also have like a pitched up version of what's going on here. So I like kind of took out certain elements, which is why like you see this part right here is kind of like not anything happening. So then you have and like that kind of repeats, but sometimes like I have cuts and things. And like just to make it a little more characteristic, I have like a delay on here, but I might add an auto pan just so it goes around, but that might be later. So after that, we have like these little plucks from a Kalen Ellis kit. Shout out Kalen Ellis. He's super dope. Watch his streams pretty much almost every day. So like raw, these things sound very like boop 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 like, and it's just to like add some more melodic texture. But I have like a little preset audio effect rack to where it's like delay, reverb, a lot of things to give melodics characteristics when they normally wouldn't have them. And so then you get this like nice top line melody that goes, and it adds to a lot of it. I'm going to get into the drums first. Well, actually, there's one more melodic element in here I forgot to mention, which is something I actually did on accident. So right here we have a sentient shadows, which is basically like a pad. So it's like a chord, and so you'll hear it like in the background. It's not all the way in the forefront because it's really loud, but it adds like some dissonance that gives it like a real good crunch. So you have the so I'll play it like in conjunction like with the plucks, right? And then I'll explain. So and what's happening right here is let me see if I can find that automation that I did. I know it's in here somewhere. I'm not sure where that. Oh yeah. So I just kind of like shifted the pitch just so it could give it some more characteristic. So that like way when you hear it, it's like dipping down, but it's not. So it's like I think it's kind of cool. I kind of did it on accident, just like just like playing around, but it was kind of fire. So the next we have the drums, which I didn't really do anything crazy to the drums. Honestly, I normally just like have like a little bit of a plug-in to like clean them up, and then we put a glue compressor on, and then I could just kind of gain stage from that point, just because drums are drums are something I grew up doing, but like mixing them sometimes can be hell a little bit. But anyway, I'm rambling. So first one we have first one we have here, pretty simple, very very simple. It's just like a regular. And So that's just like that. I normally just did the da da just to like add some variation. And then it pairs really well with this other this ghost snare that I think is from like a Maxwell kit. So then you have that's going into it. And yeah, so that's that. It's not anything real crazy. I just kind of toned down everything else. The ghost notes on the snare are like already kind of soft, so you don't really necessarily need to do a lot to those. Um, then next we have the kick, which the kick just adds like a little bit more of the bounce. So you have and like the kick, I don't do anything to the kick. I'm lazy. Sorry. But it adds to the bounce real well. And then you have kind of what's driving the rhythm of this, because you have the hi-hats. Now the hi-hats don't play all the way through. This is a full hi-hat loop, but I didn't want to use the full hi-hat loop just because it would have sounded not too robotic, because this hi-hat loop isn't robotic. But I don't know. It just wouldn't like in my head. It just didn't sound good. So like, so then you have this of what I came up with, and like that pairs really well with the snare when you hear like the open hat from the loop. So it's like so it's like you get you get like that real fast response. So all in all, the drums sound like this, which I'm really like happy how these drums came out. Yeah, and so then the last element we have here is the 808, which the 808, not really a lot happening, not really a lot happening here. Um, it's mad simple pattern. So you have, and there's really not much to that, but it pairs real well with the drums. Just kind of like going off the bounce of the kick. So then you have, and then that's pretty much it. And all in all together, it sounds like this.